Celestial Beings, and welcome back to my channel, or welcome to my channel if you're new. My name is Celeste Simone, and I offer tarot pick a card readings just like this one, as well as other spiritual guidance videos and heart-centered energy healing. So if that is something that you are interested in, please be sure to go ahead and hit that subscribe button and join our family of Celestial Beings. So those of you who have been seeing some of my other videos probably noticed right away that I got a new background, and I'm super excited to reveal to you the new background for my videos, which I'm going to be using from now on. So let me know in the comments down below what you think. If you think it's more interesting than my other background, I just wanted to add a little more depth to my videos and just give you a little bit more in the background than my previous videos. I also picked out these bookcases to display all the things that I really love and that I feel like pertain to my videos and who I am. So I hope that you enjoy this new background, this new layout to my videos. I'm also super excited because I did want a background to my videos that would allow me to display all of my Halloween decorations, because October is right around the corner, believe it or not. And so I'm super excited to let you guys know that I will be doing a 31 days of Halloween, where I'm going to be doing 31 days worth of pick a card readings. So if you're interested in Halloween inspired and fall themed videos in general, then please be sure to hit that subscribe button so that you can see all of the awesome pick a card readings that I'm looking forward to doing for the month of October. So for today's reading, we're going to dive into what will you be like as a parent, how will you be as a mother, as a father. If you are as excited as I am to find out what messages the cards have for you pertaining to what you will be like while raising your children, then go ahead and give this video a big thumbs up and let's dive into these piles. Pile number 1 is a peach moonstone. Pile number 2 is a tiger's eye. Pile number 3 is celestite. And pile number 4 is malachite. So let's take a closer look at each one of these piles so that you have the opportunity to pause the video and take your time seeing which pile you are most drawn to. And once you have found the pile or piles that you are most drawn to, you can head on down into the description box below, where I've posted the timestamps for you guys so that you can head right over to your reading. Please keep in mind that this is a general reading, so keep the messages that resonate with you and leave the rest. Those are most likely for somebody else who also chose the pile. But I do believe that everything happens for a reason, so be sure to watch each of the piles that you choose all the way to the end so that you can hear the message or messages that drew you to that pile in the first place. Okay guys, let's not waste any more time. I will see you over at your reading. Hello, all my beautiful celestial beings who chose pile number 1. I have your pile right here with the peach moonstone. So I'm going to set your stone aside so that we can dive right on into the tarot cards first and find out what messages they have for you about how you will be as a parent. Let's not waste any more time. We have the Queen of Pentacles, the Hanged Man, the Four of Pentacles, and Strength in reverse. So right away, group 1, I'm seeing that providing for your family is very important to you, and making sure that your kids feel loved and provided for, maybe giving gifts to them for their birthday, for Christmas. That's very important to you. And I'm sensing that for some of you, this may be because you feel like you weren't given enough as a child yourself. So you really want your children to know that you care about them and you want them to have all the things in life that they really enjoy, and that could be things like toys or clothing or just things that will provide them with comfort, because I feel as though receiving gifts is almost a love language for some of you, and giving gifts also brings you joy. So you really want your kids to grow up having a lot of gifts and being well provided for in that sense. And I feel that you want to give your children a new perspective. You want to make sure that they see how good they have it, really. I think you want to let them know that, you know, not everybody is as fortunate as they are. So you are going to kind of make sure that they see the perspective of other people, and make sure that they're aware of, you know, people who aren't as fortunate and who don't have as much as you and your children may have. And also with the Queen of Pentacles, I'm seeing Two, that it is important that you don't overwork yourself, because I feel like you are the type of person who will want to do everything for your children, make sure they have everything that they want, and it is important to not overwork yourself too much or kind of overextend yourself, or even if it is about kind of spending too much on your children. I know it's hard not to do because you just want them to have everything, but the Queen of Pentacles is just letting you know, this could be a factor for some of you in group 4, so just be sure that you don't overwork yourself too much or provide too much for them, that it kind of forces you to work harder, even though I know that you're going to be the type of parent who wants to work as hard as you can to make sure that your children are well provided for, because you do want them to be able to enjoy all the creature comforts that maybe you didn't have as a child, or maybe you did have as a child and you just wanted to make sure that they get the same support that you did as a child. But I feel as though for many of you, it's kind of like you maybe didn't get all the gifts that you had wanted for Christmas, or Christmas and holidays in general, even if you don't celebrate Christmas, but holidays in general, you want to be able to give them gifts like for their birthday and things like that. So I feel like that will be an important part of you being a parent, but you also don't want them to see a higher perspective. You want to make sure that they are aware with the Hangman energy. You want them to see a bigger picture. You don't want them to just kind of be caught up in their own lives and in kind of them and what they want. You really want to make sure that they aren't going to just be kind of caught up in the material life either. You want them to be grateful for what they do have, and that's where this Hangman comes in, with a higher perspective and also varying perspective, so that they see the world from different viewpoints and not just from their own kind of narrow point of view. And with Strength, again, I see that Strength is in reverse. So I do feel as though, you do have the potential to overtax yourself, but you are a very strong person. I feel like you're going to teach your children strength as well and perseverance. But it is important, again, not to overwork yourself. Make sure that you are putting your own health and wellness first, just so that you can take care of yourself, and that will give you the energy to really care for your children 100%. You have to take care of yourself before you can take care of others. So you may have a tendency to push yourself really hard, and it is important when you do have kids, or if you have kids currently, not to overwork yourself and overburning yourself, because you're going to want to work really hard to make sure that your children are happy and that they are provided for and they have everything they could want or need. Okay, let's head on into the Oracle cards next for some further messages. We have humor. Laugh at yourself, lighten your heart, let nothing steal your happiness. Yes, I do feel like you're going to bring a lot of humor and happiness to your children and be able to kind of joke around with them and be like friends with them, still a parent and still providing for them and teaching them the important things in life, but you're also going to have a sense of humor with them. You may kind of laugh and joke around with them. Maybe that's kind of a family energy that you already have in your family, or you're going to bring that to your children and just kind of like show them how to see the bright side of things and how to kind of laugh at things rather than taking things too seriously at times. So it is important to remember, as well, not to overwork yourself. And I feel like humor is also letting you know, take it easy, laugh at yourself, don't get too serious about everything, and bring that humor into your family life as well. Okay, next we have cycles. We are all becoming. Surrender to your changes, release your fear. Trust this powerful process. I feel with children, you are going to transform as a person, as an individual. I feel that you yourself are going to see a new light and new perspective of life in general. So having children is really going to change you in a lot of ways and show you how much you are capable of. I think it could be very challenging for you at times, just maybe again physically challenging with the Queen of Pentacles and the Strength card, where you're going to kind of need your inner strength to overcome certain obstacles or just kind of persevere. Maybe this is because you're a single parent, or maybe because you have to do a lot on your own, or just circumstances in general could challenge you in certain ways. But either way, I do feel like those challenges that you face surrounding becoming a parent or being a parent, these are going to create a lot of growth for you, and I do see that you're going to kind of rise above them and essentially expand just as an individual and as a person and human being. And I feel like that growth that you are going to experience is going to contribute to how you parent your children and teaching them that higher perspective. Again, you're going to be able to give them kind of a bigger understanding and a greater purpose in life as you yourself expand and grow. Next, we have sanctuary. Embrace the need for solitude. Your inner sanctuary calls you. Renew yourself and thrive. Yeah, so if you're already a parent or if you are going to become one in the future, then again, the message here is kind of coming out again that it is important for you to maybe take a break and find ways to renew your energy and relax, because I feel that you may push yourself a lot. You really want to do the best for your family and you may be overworking yourself. So however way that you possibly can, take a break. Do that, even if you have to kind of, you know, get a babysitter or find a family member to watch your kids for just a little bit. It's okay to take a break. You seem like you really need it just because you seem to be a very hardworking person. So, and even if you are a parent currently, that message is just kind of coming through, just letting you know, hey, make sure you're taking breaks. Make sure that you relax a little bit and that you're not pushing yourself or overworking yourself too much. Or even just overstressing yourself about things. You know, maybe for you with the Queen of Pentacles, you're still trying to get pregnant and you may be kind of taxing yourself and almost stressing yourself about that. So it is important to take some time right now. I feel like whoever has chosen pile 1 needs that message. It's just like, take some time for some inner peace, maybe some time alone, just to relax and renew yourself. Okay, moving forward, we have kindred spirits. Yeah, okay, I kind of mentioned that you and your kids will be very kind of like a friendship almost thing. And with kindred spirits, I feel like you and your children will feel this really deep connection and almost feel like kindred spirits. You know, they're part of your soul group. You guys are going to get along really well and you're going to be able to kind of laugh with them and they're going to enjoy being around you. You know, you're going to have that really deep connection with your kids and they're going to know that you're doing all this work for them. They're going to be appreciative of it. And I do sense that, you know, it's going to create a really strong bond between you and your kids as your parent. That's just kind of how you're going to be as this like parent who can be, you know, friends, but also be very supportive and caring. Okay, next we have transition. Wow, and transition is appearing over cycles. So I feel there's some kind of transition or cycle, you know, like some change or movement of some kind of growth, and also with strength as well. You know, these are really pivotal times in your life, and I feel as though becoming a parent is going to be something where you've experienced some kind of shift within yourself. We see a new perspective. So be prepared for that as well. But as a parent, I feel like you're going to be working on yourself. You're going to experience some kind of expansive shift in your life, and this could be even kind of when you shift into a new phase of your life, a new phase of kind of your own inner growth, your own inner purpose. And so that is really going to be powerful. And I feel like it is a positive transition. It was a positive shift that you're going to go through. And that is going to affect how you know, teach and work with your children, how you parent your children. So that transition is going to be really powerful for you. And I feel like you're really going to enjoy being a parent in general. Okay, and last but not least, we have grace. Yeah, you know, grace is appearing above sanctuary. So I feel as though for many of you, you know, this is really saying that you're going to find that flow as being a parent. You know, maybe at first you kind of are struggling with kind of managing work life and personal life and your family life and trying to kind of balance all of those things. But with grace and with sanctuary, I see that you're going to figure out a way to take some time out. You know, you're going to learn how to do that. Maybe it's, you know, through going through these cycles, going through this transition, you're going to find a way to really find balance in your life. And I feel with grace, this card is letting you know, like, you know, you're going to find a way to go with the flow and kind of work through maybe feeling overburdened at first or something like that, but you're going to get into the flow of things. and learn how to really manage your time and be there for your kids while also being there for yourself and making sure that you know, take time alone and take time out to really care for yourself and your inner well-being as well. So yeah, ultimately I feel kind of as a final message, I feel as a parent, you're going to be able to work on your inner self and your inner growth while you're teaching and raising your children. I feel like that's really an important part of this too, is that you really want to be sure as a parent that you're not kind of focusing too much. I feel like, you know, you won't want to focus too much on the material, even though I do feel like providing for your children is important to you again, and like offering gifts and being nurturing in that sense, I feel like is a big part of your reading. But I feel like you're also working on your inner self, and you're also working on your inner growth spiritually as a parent. These things are two things that are important to you, you know, being able to create that balance in your life where you're not focused too much on one or the other, but you also want to teach your children to kind of see, again, this higher perspective, to know how to work on themselves while also being able to focus on the spiritual side of things and really connect with your children on a deeper level as well. So group one, that is going to do it for this reading. I really hope these messages were helpful to you. Please give this video a big thumbs up and comment down below to let me know if you did resonate with this reading. If you do enjoy these readings, please be sure to hit that subscribe button and join our family of celestial beings. And last but not least, if you would like a personal reading, you can find a list of the personal readings I offer on my website, celestesimone.com, which is linked in the description box below. That is going to do it for this video. I hope to see you back again soon, but bye for now. Hello, all my beautiful celestial beings who chose pile number 2. I have your pile right here with the tiger's eye on it. So I'm going to set that aside so that we can dive into your reading and find out what you will be like as a parent. Let's not waste any more time. We have the Fool in reverse, 6 of Cups. We have the 6 of Wands and the Queen of Cups in reverse. Wow, I just see you as a very imaginative, as a very open parent who is very emotional, very connected to their children at an emotional level with this Cups energy and with the Fool energy as well. I feel like you have a childlike imagination with the Fool energy as well, and I feel like that's going to kind of come out for you as you kind of, you know, work with your children. I feel as though you may actually be an empath in some ways, where you can really tap into other people's energy. And so that's going to really kind of go into your parenting, and you're going to be able to deeply connect with your children. They're going to feel as though they're very emotionally supported and comfortable kind of sharing their emotions with you. I see with the 6 of Cups as well, just a lot of caring, a lot of nurturing, and a lot of empathy kind of coming from you, and how you provide and nurture for your children in a very caring and understanding way. A lot of patience I see from you, where you're just kind of patient with the child, and you know, when your kid is kind of upset or sad, you're able to really sit down with them and kind of connect one-on-one with them. And I see with the 6 of Wands, I feel like you're going to just be very positive and very uplifting for your kids. I feel like you're going to be, I mean, this is a very successful card in general, where you're kind of like taking the lead and being very inspiring as well. So I feel a lot of really positive energy for you as a parent, where you're going to feel very uplifted, but your children are also going to really respect you kind of and look up to you as being a good example for them as well. And I feel like with the Fool energy, again, kind of just this like openness and this freedom, kind of this feeling of really opening yourself up to your children and really going with the flow, you know, not kind of forcing them to do anything, but really wanting them to do what they're happiest in doing, wanting them to kind of be their true self, be their authentic self, and not trying to force them or trying to fit them into a box. You know, I feel like you're going to be very carefree and free-spirited when it comes to raising your kids, so that they know that they can be, you know, whatever they want to be, and you're going to really support them with that, and so that they don't feel as though they're like restricted, you know, or like what they're choosing to do, that you're judging them or you're kind of not okay with it. And I'm getting the sense that maybe this happened to you, where you felt as though, you know, you were different or you were more sensitive, and then you had other people in your life kind of judge you for it or say that you're not good enough or you're not doing something that you should be doing. So I feel like because you felt that restriction from other people, from like authority figures, you felt that restriction and that judgment or even that control over kind of what you do in your life. I feel as though with the Fool energy, your energy is going to be different as a parent. You're going to really, you know, be open and show your children that they can do whatever they want, you know, within reason, you know, positive things of course, but kind of they can pursue their passions and you're going to support them. You're not going to like prevent them from doing it or tell them they can't, you know, or tell them that it's not good enough or try to force them to do something specifically. You know, you're going to be very open with them and be very nurturing and just kind of there for them to be kind of emotionally uplifting as well. So let's head on into your oracle cards. Next, we have integrity. Drop the things that offend your soul. Embrace your truth. It's your life. Let no one live it for you. Yes, that is what I was saying. Totally, you know, again, like integrity. This is you wanting your children to live an authentic life. You want them to do what makes them happy versus what someone's telling them to do or what they think they should do. You want them to be able to feel that freedom, because I feel like maybe you didn't get that same freedom kind of growing up, and you had to find your authentic self. You have to reconnect with your intuition and try to figure out like who are you and what do you actually want, and not what are the things that other people want for you. So I feel with your children, you're going to teach them how to be authentic and how to have this integrity where they, you know, live their life. They don't let anybody else live it for them. All right, and next we have action. Stop hesitating. Movement creates the magic. Nothing can hold you back. Yeah, this energy, again, I feel like you're going to, you know, and with the Six of Wands as well, is this energy of like doing, acting, completing something, being successful at something. So I feel like your children are going to be very successful because you're supporting them and you're teaching them how to like take action versus hesitating and wondering what other people are going to think about them, or wondering, you know, like what they should do or not do. You're going to support them in taking intuitive action based on their authentic self, based on their integrity and what they feel is right for them. So I feel that your children are going to be very successful. I feel like you're going to feel that success as well, because you're going to know that, you know, you helped your children be the best that they could be and who they wanted to be. You know, you're not going to force them to be somebody who they're not just because that's what you want. You get that, you know, it's important for your children to be authentic in order to be happy in life. All right, and next we have awareness. Pay attention to the subtleties. Look with new eyes. There are signs and omens everywhere. Awareness, I feel, is this connection to their intuition that you're going to really teach them from a young age. You know, I feel like you yourself have gone through some kind of emotional, you know, healing energy. That I feel like this energy may even be surrounding you right now, where you're healing old wounds, you're reconnecting with your intuition. I feel like you yourself, with this kind of cups water energy, I mentioned you may be an empath and you may be an energy healer as well. So I feel like you're very in touch with energy, and so you're working on your intuition, working on strengthening it. But either way, I feel like this awareness, this sense of, you know, being aware of their own inner guidance is so important to you. And I feel like you're going to really teach your children how to tap into that as well, how to be aware of subtleties and look for signs and symbols around them. Okay, and next we have healing. Yes, you have this healing energy. I feel like maybe one of your children will take after you and get that healing energy like you have, and that you're going to be very healing to your children. You know, you're going to be able to tap into their emotions, teach them how to cope with them, how to deal with them, how to listen to their intuition, how to listen to their inner guidance and not push that kind of thing away. So with healing coming out, definitely for sure, you know, you're probably an empath, an energy healer, just kind of in tune to those energies, and that's what you're going to really teach your children to strengthen and trust and listen to in general. Okay, next we have innocence. Yeah, okay, so innocence I do sense. I mentioned you have this imagination, this kind of freedom, and how that kind of openness and childlike energy is really going to come in handy when you have children, because they're going to really bring out that innocence again into your life, that feeling of kind of being playful and fun. Maybe you like, you know, watching kids movies and kind of playing around, playing imagination, you know, with them, you know, playing imaginary circumstances with them, really diving into the magic of life with them and tapping into that. You know, you can play make-believe with them and kind of get into that world and be that really kind of magical parent who, you know, knows when to play around and not be so serious all the time and not be too realistic all the time. You know, you understand the innocence of children and the importance of kind of being fun and carefree. And you want to not only, I feel like you're not only tapped into that, but you also kind of foster that in your children to remain open to the possibilities and not lose that kind of childlike wonder about the world. Okay, and last but not least, group 2, we have hope. I feel like you have, again, there's this childlike wonder that you want to instill in your children to maintain and not be hardened by life. And I feel that's what hope is saying as well. There's this hope, this positivity, you know, that even though you may have to heal yourself, you may have to tap into healing energy from time to time to take care of yourself, and this is kind of what you're teaching to your children as well. Even though you recognize that and you can kind of share that with your children, you also don't want them to lose hope. You want to be that support system for them. You want to live, you want to be that example for them where they look up to you and they see, hey, you know, mom or dad, you know, they didn't lose hope, they didn't lose their perseverance, and look at where they are now. You know, look at how happy they are. So I feel like you're going to teach them to rise above challenges and not lose hope. You know, that the universe is going to help them, that something greater than themselves is at play, and that they just need to maintain that hope, that faith, and that things will work out, and that you'll be there for them too, you know, no matter what. So group 2, that is going to do it for your reading. I really hope that you enjoyed these messages. If you did, please be sure to give this video a big thumbs up and comment down below to let me know if it did resonate with you. If you have not done so already, but you do enjoy these readings, please be sure to hit that subscribe button so you can join our family of celestial beings, which I would love so much. And last but not least, if you would like a personal reading, you can find all my personal readings listed on my website, celestesimone.com, which is linked in the description box below. But that is going to do it for this reading. I hope to see you back again soon, but bye for now. Hello, all my beautiful celestial beings who chose pile number 3. I have your pile right here with the Celestite stone on it. So I'm going to set that aside so we can dive into your pile, find out what you'll be like as a parent. Let's not waste any more time. We have the Hierophant, the Chariot, the Hermit, whoa, and last but not least, we have the 2 of Pentacles. Okay, wow, you have a lot of wisdom to share with your children. I see that with the Hierophant, I see it with the Hermit, the Chariot. These are all major arcana cards, and I feel like you have, again, wisdom. You have a lot of lessons to share with your children, and I feel like you're going to work with them to teach them about spirituality, perhaps teach them about even religion, maybe not a strict religion, you know, where you're kind of forcing it on them, but I feel like with the Hierophant, you're going to teach them some tradition, some real knowledge. You know, this could be kind of at a spiritual level as well, I feel like, but also I just feel like you're going to teach them a lot. I feel like you may be a scholar yourself, you know, like an inner scholar, or you may be a professor even as a job, or philosopher as just as an individual. These are kind of like the energy type. This is the type of energy that I'm really sensing for you guys. And I feel like you are not only going to teach them about the importance of learning about themselves, learning about, you know, the higher realms, learning about tapping into your inner world in a very in-depth way. But I also see you teaching them about the Chariot energy, which is a lot of movement. So this is taking action, being able to kind of take all this inner work and make something of it, you know, make their life, and take action in their life, you know, take intuitive action in their life, and create a life for themselves that they can be really happy with, and a powerful life for themselves as well. I feel like you are going to be able to teach them some traditions, in the sense that, you know, with the Hierophant, this is a lot of, also kind of a lot of organization. I feel like you're a very organized individual, and you'll be a very organized parent, where you will have everything very much well planned, and you will kind of keep everything in order, so that I feel like this is also going to instill a lot of responsibility in your children as well. So the Hierophant can represent also kind of a spiritual knowledge as well, but it also, I feel like for many of you as well, it's going to kind of represent being on schedule, being organized in their life, having a plan, and in a very positive way, you know, not in a too strict of a way. I feel like this is going to be in a really positive way that helps them to expand themselves. You know, it's going to be very useful for themselves, because I see with the Hermit card too that you really know when to go within. I think you're going to teach them as well to do that inner work that you have been doing, you know, where you teach them how to take some time out with the Hermit card, go within, really dive in, learn about yourself, as well as just learning in general about the world, about spirituality as well. And I feel like with the Chariot too, that you're going to, again, not only teach them that, but also teaching them how to, you know, go out into the world and take action, kind of almost like conquer, you know, go for what they want and not be intimidated by the world. That I feel is almost like, as long as they have, I feel like these three key things for you are really important, you know, organization, having a plan, going within and to consult with your inner guidance as well, and then taking intuitive action. So I feel like these are the lessons that you will instill on your children. And last but not least, we have the Two of Pentacles in reverse. So I feel that maybe for you, it maybe has taken you some time to learn how to create this balance in your life, and because you find it so valuable, that, you know, you really want your children to know about it. Because with the Two of Pentacles in reverse, I feel as though, you know, having a balance in your life is really important. Maybe you're still learning how to do this in your life, and you haven't yet conquered and figured this out. But I feel like you are on a inner journey, and by the time you have children, you're going to be able to teach them all of this knowledge that you are going through. So you yourself right now may be on this inner journey yourself. You know, you may be expanding yourself and growing, and so by the time, you know, you may be still learning how to kind of balance things in your life. And once you do, you'll find yourself a parent, and you'll be able to kind of teach everything that you have learned about that to your children. So let's head on into the Oracle cards next. We have Clarity. Banish the fog of illusion. Open your eyes to the truth. Remember the perfection of who you are. So for you, I feel like there's a clarity here. This is the Hierophant as well. You know, I feel like, and the Hermit too. These cards are just so much speaking of having a clear knowing of what you need to do when, of who you are too. I feel like there's a clear knowing of yourself too. You know, actually a lot of shadow work I'm seeing with Clarity. It has, you know, it has been done when you become a parent. You've gone through that kind of clarity, through that shadow work, and you're going to be able to teach and, you know, raise your children from a place of clarity, from clear understanding. So that is going to be really important for you, kind of like in your life leading up to becoming a parent, or if you are already, you may already feel that you've kind of learned about yourself, you know yourself very, very well, and so now you're ready, you know, you are you are giving that to your children. You know, you're able to kind of bestow upon them the clarity that you've gained throughout your life about kind of how important it is to know yourself. Okay, next we have Faith. Believe you are not alone. Spirit is right beside you. Ask for guidance and it will come. Yeah, you know, I did mention kind of religion and mention kind of a spiritual practice as well that you would be teaching your children, showing your children this as a parent. So faith coming through is not too much of a surprise, but you may be teaching your faith, your beliefs. You may be sharing those with your children. And again, I see too, it says, you know, ask for guidance and it will come. So you're going to teach your children how to ask for guidance, how to reach out to the higher source, how to reach out to the higher source for faith, for help, you know, for that guidance to help them take these intuitive actions. And you're just going to flow as a parent too. I feel like you yourself, you're not only going to be teaching that, but you're going to be teaching by example. You're going to be able to kind of achieve a lot as a parent as well. I'm seeing as a parent, you're going to actually be very successful in your own life, and you're going to be able to do a lot. And I also see that with the Chariot card, you may actually have a big move in locations before you become a parent. So you may either move a lot as a parent, or you may just have like a big move before becoming a parent, or, you know, kind of once you're a parent, you'll be moving to a new location altogether for some of you. Okay, and next we have love. Listen to your heart, embrace what makes you happy. There are 1 million reasons to love. Yeah, so you're not only teaching, you know, clarity, you're not only teaching know thyself, but you're also, I see a lot of green energy here too with the heart chakra. So I feel like you're teaching your children love, you're showing them love. Of course, you're going to be a very loving parent. And also I feel like this is really deep love, like an unconditional love, because you know yourself very well. There's nothing that you're going to kind of impart on your children, you know, like your own shadows really. You're going to be so clear in your own inner knowing, in your own faith, that you're going to be able to just shower them with this unconditional love. Okay, and next we have surrender. Yeah, I feel that you yourself are, you know, have gone through this inner work, and surrender comes up to me as just kind of like the surrendering to a higher source, to a higher power. So with surrender, I feel like you're going to bring that to yourself as a parent. You're going to also kind of learn as a parent too to surrender, you know, to just accept the things you cannot change, to accept, you know, yourself, where you're at, where your children are at. And it's going to teach you about surrendering and trusting, and it's going to teach you about having faith as well. You know, it's going to strengthen your faith as well. Okay, next we have change. Yeah, I did mention a big move, a big change in general as a parent. I feel like that's a change of just something like a change in your physical surroundings as well. But I also feel like you're going to be deepening yourself as a parent and showing that to your children as well, teaching your children about that, because you're going to be going through an inner change. But I also feel that not only are you going to be gaining clarity, going to be knowing yourself better and expanding in that sense, but I feel like there's a big move or a big change in your life physically, where you're going to go from one location to another location. Or maybe if you are already a parent, you know what that kind of big change was, that big move was in your life. And I feel like it's going to be very positive. It's going to lead to a lot of positivity. I feel like it is going to be part of your soul path to take those steps to make that change and that movement for you. Okay, and last but not least, group 3, we have dreams. Wow, I feel with dreams, you know, I heard, you know, you're going to teach them to follow their dreams. But I also feel there's something kind of very magical, very spiritual about dreams. I feel as though, you know, with love and dreams, you're going to be very supportive of your children's spirituality, and also kind of the deeper meaning behind things, following their dreams, but also tapping into their dreams, you know, as like intuition and learning about that. There's something very magical about this card I'm sensing for you guys. And maybe following your dreams is a really important part of your life, and that's something that you really want to do. And you want to make sure that your children, as a parent, you want them to also know that they can follow their dreams, and that you will support them in that, and that you will love them, you know, no matter what. You want them to them to kind of grow and nurture their dreams as well, so that they become who they aspire to be. And I also feel with dreams too, there's this element of intuition in this reading that I'm sensing, and with the Hermit and everything, I feel like dreams is really tapping into that inner guidance, the intuition as well. There's something, again, very spiritual about this card coming up, and I feel that sense that energy is going to be surrounding you as a parent. And you may even have like prophetic dreams, where you kind of dream of the future, or you dream of, you know, other people, and this may be something that you pass on to your children as a parent, these abilities to kind of see things in your dreams and tap into those messages and inner guidance as well. So that is going to do it for your reading group 3. I really hope that these messages were helpful to you. If they were, please give this video a big thumbs up and comment down below to let me know if it did resonate with you. I would love to know, and I do read all the comments and answer back as soon as possible. If you have not done so already, but you do enjoy these readings, please be sure to hit that subscribe button and join our family of celestial beings. I would, of course, love that so much. And last but not least, if you would like a personal reading, you can find a list of all the personal readings I offer on my website, celestesimone.com, which is linked in the description box below. That is going to do it for this reading. I hope to see you back again soon, but bye for now. Hello, all my beautiful celestial beings. You chose pile number 4. I have your pile right here with the Malachite stone on it. So let's set that aside so we can dive into your reading, find out what kind of parent you will be. Let's not waste any more time. We have the King of Swords, the World, the Knight of Cups, and lastly we have the Two of Swords. Okay, first to start off with, I see with the King of Swords that you are going to be a very focused parent. You may be very direct with your children as well. I feel like this energy is very focused energy. You're able to get things done very quickly, and also with the King energy, that's the masculine energy, so you're able to really create, and you're going to be doing that very quickly as a parent. So I feel like you're going to be able to, you know, be the type of parent who can get things done and be focused and on time. And also I feel like you'll be very knowledgeable as well. I feel like you may find yourself reading a lot of parenting books to make sure that you're on top of things and being very knowledgeable on your children. So you may be the type of parent who kind of knows everything that's going on with them at school, and you're able to, you know, make sure that you have their homework ready. You know, they have a direction, they know what they're doing for the day as well. And I feel like you'll also be the kind of parent who's really good at keeping up with all of like the different holidays and like making sure that you are, you know, decorating, and just very diligent and capable of keeping everything together. You know, you may even be prone to kind of like doing, but not in a negative way. Like I feel like you're able to, I feel like this is kind of part of your personality. So you may be an air sign yourself, and there's also a lot of creativity with air signs too, but in a very in a functional way. So like this could be a very good like communication with your children as well, or kind of doing projects with them, you know, being very active in their lives in general. And I see with the World and the Knight of Cups, I feel as though this is something within your life that you maybe in your past, you know, as a parent, you want to bring more of this energy in, but maybe when you were a child, you know, it was more difficult for you to connect emotionally with your parents. Maybe they weren't there for you as much. And we have a lot of masculine energy again in this reading, so that doesn't mean, you know, you're male or female. It just has that divine masculine energy to it, which is more of the creator side of things. So and we also have the World as well, which is a big creation in general, the result of something, kind of the conclusion of something. So as a parent, I feel as though maybe there's something that was unfinished as a child. You know, I feel like there's something that you're blocking off to yourself from your child or from your past that could affect you as a parent. So just be aware of that you may be blocking certain aspects of your heart out. You may be closed off a little bit on your emotional side, so you may not be fully connected with your emotions. You may be still kind of working on those, but you're more focused on, I feel like you'll be very, very tapped in to communicating, being very direct, I mentioned as well, with your children, so that they really understand things and know things. But this may be too, I feel like this may be a personality aspect for you as well, that you're kind of less touchy-feely and more vocal and just kind of sharing things in a very rational way rather than getting caught up in like the emotional side of things. But I do see with the Two of Swords, it's important that if you feel like you're kind of closing yourself off to something within yourself because of things that, you know, happened to you as in your childhood, or based on the relationship that you have with your parents. I feel that that's important to tap into your emotions in this case, because we do have the Knight of Cups in reverse as well. But with the World energy, I feel as though like tapping into your emotions is going to be a huge breakthrough for you as a parent. I also feel that your children are going to bring out these emotions within you naturally, that is going to really turn this world right side up and make you feel so much more whole as a parent. But you know what it is? It's like the World energy is here. It's powerful. It is showing that you are going to bring a lot of success as a parent. You're going to bring things like, you know, providing for your child, nurturing your child as well. With the World card is a very feminine actual, you know, the world, the earth is Mother Earth is a very divine feminine type energy. So I feel like there's divine feminine energy that is needed to be tapped into as a parent, that your children are going to bring out those emotions within you and kind of awaken this within you with this divine Mother Earth World card energy. But that is really going to shift things around once you open up that heart chakra a little bit more and release some shadows as well. But I feel like parenting in general, it's going to bring these things up for you. And this is where free will comes in, where you can either choose to release those shadows that maybe come up for you. Either way, I feel like it's going to kind of get brought up for you as a parent, and that's really going to result in a big change for you if you are willing to kind of release that. You know, it's really hard to release those old shadows, but I feel like when they come up, if you do choose, if you make the effort to release that, it's really going to transform this World energy even into something even greater. I feel as though in general though that you will be very connected, very communicative with your children in general, and again, you'll be there for them. You know, you're going to be focused on them and making sure that they have what they need. Again, I do sense that you're kind of going to be the parent who can like be on top of everything happening with their child and not falling behind on things like getting their schoolwork done, you know, knowing what's going on with them at school, helping them with their education, and also being very focused on them, you know, giving them your full attention, I feel like, and making sure that you're providing for them, and in a very you know, in a very thoughtful way. It's not kind of like they won't be like an afterthought to you. You know, you're going to make them kind of a priority in your life and be able to do things for them in a significant way. Okay, let's head on into the Oracle cards for more messages. We have Dance. Find your heart's rhythm. Step lightly and swing with the melody. Close your eyes and let joy lead the way. Yeah, because with the Two of Swords, this energy is a bit stuck. There's like almost like a little bit of a blockage here with the Two of Swords, nothing major. But I do feel that it has to do with something within your heart. Maybe you're holding on to something currently. Maybe you're currently a parent, you're feeling this energy, or this energy is just kind of surrounding you leading up to becoming a parent. But I do feel as though it's all having to do with your heart's rhythm, trusting in that rhythm, trusting in the melody, you know, of your own inner guidance. And I feel like maybe this does have to do with opening your heart a little bit more, opening up to your intuition a little bit more. And if you do feel as though you've already kind of reached that point where you've grown past these things, I do feel this is something you're going to teach to your children, you know, how to release that, how to release blockages or thought patterns that are holding you back and preventing you from moving forward. So I do feel too, as a parent, you know, maybe some of you are kind of indecisive about whether or not you want to have children who chose this pile, and that is something that you are still determining, you know, because I do feel that that energy is kind of stuck, that maybe you're kind of thinking something over, you're kind of thinking back and forth of kind of a decision surrounding parenthood. So this is kind of where you need to go within your heart and listen to your heart. What does your heart tell you? What does your intuition want you to know about this surrounding this kind of blockage, this feeling as though, you know, you can't fully open yourself up just yet. But I do feel that if you're feeling as though you're being blocked from pregnancy, I feel that opening up your heart is also going to help you in that regard too, with the World energy in reverse. I feel like that will help you, because I feel like you are able to have children, but there's something mentally that you're kind of getting caught up in that's blocking you. So it's important to kind of go within and release that. Maybe it's kind of shedding expectations or shedding fears, anxieties, things like that. Or you know what, it's part of the journey. So you may just be on this journey, and right now you are just kind of blocked right now, but that doesn't mean you will be forever. You're just open yourself up by setting the intention to open yourself up to releasing this and listening to the rhythm of your heart. Dance for me, again, is just kind of, it's not only a green energy of the heart chakra, but it's also letting you know to be carefree, to go with the flow. And so as a parent, I feel like you will, for many of you, you'll learn how to do this. You'll learn how to go with the flow and dance and be carefree, and maybe not be, you may tend to be a little too serious sometimes with the King of Swords, maybe very serious or even worrisome at times. But I do feel like ultimately you're going to learn to kind of loosen up. Your children will also teach you as well how to loosen up, go with the flow, and kind of dance, have a good time, and just, have fun for the sake of having fun without really a reason necessarily. Okay, next we have power. Call upon the elements, focus your intentions. The greatest dragon is within you. Yeah, you have a lot of power in your focus on things. I feel like you're able to focus on something and get it done, from start to finish. You are good at completing things, completing projects, and not backing down, even if there are setbacks or things that are, holding you back from it. So I feel that this power that you have is going to be awesome as a parent, because you're also going to teach your children the importance of persevering and completing things, staying focused on something, staying focused on a goal, with the King of Swords energy, staying focused on that goal until you reach the conclusion, which is the world energy, which is receiving from the universe everything that you're working towards. So I feel like this energy in general is surrounding you, and this is something that when you are a parent is really going to be part of your energy. You're going to show this power as a parent to complete something big and to accomplish something big as a parent. So yeah, you have this energy, and definitely it's almost like a natural talent for you to be very focused. So again, you may have this air energy within your chart, or you are an air sign yourself. All right, next we have union. You have seen and unseen allies. Draw upon their strength, join forces with friends, and flourish. So I do see a connection with your children as well. I feel like also when you're a parent, you and your partner are going to be a really good team as well. So I feel like you guys are going to be able to work together to raise your children. So your union itself is also very powerful, and the connection there is going to help you. I also feel like if it's not with your partner, maybe you have other people in your life who are going to really help you out as a parent. So you have some strong allies in your life as a parent, now or in the future, depending on if you already are a parent, perhaps if you're watching this video as a parent already. But also I feel like as a parent, so in the future, once you do have children, you're going to have people really helping you out throughout this whole thing, helping you to achieve your goals, because they do, again, the world, I feel like you have really lofty goals, and that won't change as a parent either, because you are dedicated. You're dedicated to completing things and getting things done. All right, and next we have intuition. Yes. Okay, so yeah, so depending on where you are at in this stage, I feel like you're learning to tap into your intuition again, because I feel like, you may get caught up in your thoughts from time to time, and your thoughts can distract you from your intuition and what your heart is really telling you. So this is a message coming through once again to learn how to trust your intuition, or, this may be that by the time you are a parent, you are learning to trust your intuition. You're sharing that with your children as well. You're going to be a very intuitive parent as well. Okay, next we have purity. I feel with purity that you are honest, and I feel as though honest is a very important part of you and your values. I feel like you're going to teach your children these important values as well. I feel as though, again, hearing values and purity, I feel like you have a set of values. You know what is right and wrong. You feel like it is important for children to learn these values and to uphold them. And this is that purity. I feel like it's this purity of your soul where you say, there's almost like a strict value moral code that you follow in order to be a good person. And I feel like that moral code you're going to impart on your children, teach them how to be good people in general, you know. And yeah, you again, like, you're very smart, you're very intelligent, you're very capable. And again, I feel like you follow these set values and you feel like it is important to be, you know, an honest person doing good in the world. And so with purity, I feel like this pureness of your soul, this, you know, these values you're going to impart on your children as a parent. Okay, and last but not least, group 4, we have compassion. Yeah, you know, I'm getting this sense, you know, this is coming full circle with empathy and passion and connecting to your heart. And I feel that you will have a great amount of compassion for your children because, again, I feel like maybe as a child you did not connect with your parents at an emotional level, or you felt like they weren't compassionate enough for you. You felt like maybe they weren't doing that for you, or there's some kind of, you know, emotional blockage here that you won't want to block your children from that compassion and that empathy that you feel is so important, and that maybe you've been blocking from yourself even, maybe currently, you know, maybe the energy surrounding you currently is that you're learning how to release this blockage, and you're learning how to have compassion for yourself and for and then you'll, you know, share that with your children to have compassion for others and to also have compassion for themselves. I also do feel like as a parent, you're going to be bringing people into your life with the Union card, these allies, these unseen allies. You're going to be manifesting people in your life who do have compassion for you, who you connect with in a very deep way. And again, this could be your partner who is helping you out and who you both kind of work together and understand each other and have a lot of compassion for each other and help with raising your children together. And so, you know, I feel like with compassion, this is coming full circle where you're regaining this self-love as well, and really tapping into some inner emotions. So maybe this is something that you do currently feel as though you're healing or you have healed, and now you're able to, as a parent, then be able to offer that compassion, that empathy to your children and make them feel like, you know, they don't have to hide their emotions, or they don't have to, you know, close themselves off to that, because you're very understanding when it comes to that kind of thing. Okay, group 4, that is going to do it for your reading. I really hope that you enjoyed these messages and that they were helpful to you. Please be sure to give this video a big thumbs up if you did enjoy it, and comment down below to let me know if this reading did resonate with you. I do enjoy reading all of your comments, and I answer back to all of them as soon as possible. If you have not done so already, but you do enjoy these readings, please be sure to hit that subscribe button and join our family of celestial beings, which of course I would love so much. And last but not least, if you would like a personal reading, you can always head over to my website, celestesimone.com, where I list all the personal readings that I offer, and it is linked in the description box below. That is going to do it for this reading. I really hope that you enjoyed it. I hope to see you back again soon, but bye for now.